This is the Star News Brief. I'm Susan Kiprano. The surrender of Paul Gicheru on Monday to the International Criminal Court could lead to new charges against DP William Ruto and journalist Joshua Sang. The charges against the two were vacated and the case terminated, but the court said prosecutor Fatou Bensouda could bring up new ones if she found new evidence. The prosecutor would, however, need to restart all over again by seeking confirmation of the charges first, as Luis Moreno Ocampo did in 2010. Gicheru surrendered after 5 years on the run for interfering with witnesses in the 2007-2008 post-election violence cases. Gicheru is suspected of offences against the administration of justice, consisting of corruptly influencing witnesses of the court. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing *550*3#. President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga set the ground for a referendum in April next year following a meeting with MPs in Naivasha on Monday. After the meeting, a statement read by Siaya Senator James Orengo said that the 300 MPs present had resolved to support the BBI report and popularize it ahead of the referendum. In the meeting, the president is said to have indicated that there was no going back in the quest to amend the constitution. But speaking in Karen, DP William Ruto said that the country should find a mechanism to bring together all divergent views on the Building Bridges Initiative report. He said that it is possible for us to agree on the contentious issues therein so that we can move the country forward.
We were read in Bomas, Isaiah 1:18, "Come, let us reason together." I think in that spirit, let us find a mechanism for building consensus. Let us find a mechanism that unifies the country.
Nairobi residents could be forced to look for health services elsewhere after medics under the Nairobi Metropolitan Services joining an ongoing strike by their national government counterparts. Services in county public hospitals such as Pumwani Maternity, Mama Lucy Kibaki and Mbagathi remain unavailable until further notice. The health workers under the national government have been on strike since Friday over lack of promotions and job redesignations. The strike has affected all port health facilities including airports and border points, the National Spinal Injury Hospital, Mathare and Udaya hospitals, the National Blood Bank, National Public Health Laboratories, and all other facilities served by members working under the Ministry of Health. Entertainment joints such as bars risk being closed once again as the government plans to re-escalate some measures to contain the spread of COVID-19 in the country. Bars have been accused of abusing the already existing protocols by operating late at night, way past the stipulated curfew hours and in densely populated environments. Health CS Mutahi Kagwe on Monday said that such environments are grounds for the spread of the virus among citizens. The CS further called on those hospitals that do not have enough oxygen at the moment and ventilatory support to do so with urgency as numbers of admissions continue to rise. President Uhuru Kenyatta chairs an extraordinary summit on Wednesday to review the upsurge in cases. The piece of tissue paper that slain human rights lawyer Willie Kimani wrote a message to his wife was produced in court on Monday. Head of investigations in the case, Nicholas Olesena, produced the white piece of tissue before Justice Jesse Lesit. It was recovered by authorities a day after Kimani and the other victims went missing from Mavoko law courts. Tafadhali pigia 079 Mwambie aambie Rose Willie na Mwenda wameshikwa na wako Syokimau kwa chifu wako hatarini, the note reads. That is said to be the last message Kimani wrote, asking anyone to call his wife to help him and his client after they were abducted alongside their driver. And finally, Education CS George Magoha has termed the schools as the safest environment for learners even as the COVID-19 infection rate continues to surge. The CS remarks come amid undertones to have schools fully reopened for learners, yet to report back to school 8 months since closure in March. Magoha on Monday said that the ministry would on Wednesday engage President Uhuru Kenyatta over a plan to fully reopen learning institutions. Around the world, schools have remained open even as countries head to the second round of lockdown following a surge in COVID-19 infections. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing *550*3#. You can also get more on the Star website.